Well, here's how the Browns win the Super Bowl and why we're going to win the Super Bowl. Did you ever hear the old saying, take care of your own backyard and everything else will take care of itself? Well, here's the scenario. Now, we should have won another game that we lost Monday. The first half offense was, our game plan was, just keep it close. So in the second half, we can win the game because we score 7 points every game in the second half. Well, that didn't work out because of Kevin Stefanski's just embarrassing high school offense. His philosophy can't put points on the board. So their game plan to keep it close was horrible. And last year when Kevin sat at home and watched the Browns offense run roughshod against Pittsburgh up and down the field when they needed to, he didn't learn nothing. Because he obviously didn't learn nothing because when he gets a lead, he still fucking sits on it. But this here was eye-opening, watching the first half in the game Monday. Watching us go 3 and out. Every time I looked at the score, it was like 3rd and 6. And watching us run a 4-yard stick, and we needed 6, and we don't get it. It was telling that anybody watching football, especially from a fan's perspective like Stefanski obviously was, he had to be thinking, open the game up. So I'm hoping that he's seen that, and he looks at it and says, I got to open it up. Going to Green Bay, if you get a 14-0 lead, you don't sit on it, Kevin. You don't run 3 out and just punt and play the defense. You try to bury them. And guess what? If your quarterback, whoever it is, if they turn the ball over, you bring them on the sidelines, tell them to get that iPad out and tell them to go out there, and you're doing it again. You're going out there and throwing the ball. That's how you win in this league, Kevin. I don't know why you don't understand that. I mean, you've been a career coach, and I'm a 53-year-old reject out of Youngstown, Ohio, but I know this. I watch enough football. You have to throw the ball, and you have to throw downfield. Not this, you got to get rid of that 13 personnel. Put 3 receivers on the field, all right? And we're going to win our final 3 games. All Baltimore has to do is lose 1 game, and they will. Everything will take care of itself. And when we get in the playoffs with this defense, look the fuck out. Nobody's going to want to play us. And hopefully, our offense, I don't care who the quarterback is either. If they go, hey, here's the problem that we have. I don't even know if Nick Mullins is available anymore. Because I know you got Mayfield and Case Keenum. I don't know if you're going to carry 3 quarterbacks. And what are you going to do? Make Case Keenum the 3rd string? Because he should be. You pay $6 million to a guy. That was a waste of money. I never heard of paying $6 million to a guy. But Kevin had to have Case because he's his buddy. He knows how to run his little high school system. Well, Nick Mullins can run it too. And I wouldn't give a damn if you put Nick Mullins out there against Green Bay. I don't care who the quarterback is. But I want you to open the game up. Nick Mullins was not given a chance to open the game up at all. You got to open the game up. And we will win. We will go to the Super Bowl. It's guaranteed. We win our final 3 games. We get in the playoffs. We're going to the Super Bowl. Well, that's a fact. There's no denying it. This defense is that good. You got to understand something. What we did the other night with all our players being out, it's amazing. But what we did offensively is terrible. Our offensive line, no one talks about. That was amazing. I mean, they played great. I don't even think what's his name took a sack. Joe Bitonio is a capable left tackle. He's a great player. That's why they gave him all that money. But our offensive line played great. But the problem was our game plan and philosophy wasn't good at all. But that's a testament to coaching. And that's why you can fire Stefanski at any time and just roll with what you got right now and you're good. You're not losing nothing. No turnover. But once we get in the playoffs, nobody's going to want to play us. And we're a better team on the road. I don't know why, we just are. And we're going to go to the Super Bowl this year and win it. The sad part is, though, if we would have won that game Monday, we control our own destiny. We could have lost the Green Bay game. It wouldn't matter. But we have to win it now. And you can still lose it and get in, but then you got to have a whole bunch of other shit happen. This is the easiest way. Just win the rest of your games. Baltimore's going to lose. They got Cincinnati, Pittsburgh, and Los Angeles Rams. They're going to lose 1 game. And it don't matter what Cincinnati does because as long as we win, we control their destiny. So that could come down to the playoff game, last game. It's the playoffs now, but it could come down to that. Whoever wins that game wins the division. It could come down to that last game of the season. And people are saying, well, they got Joe Burrow. Well, Joe Burrow leads the league in interceptions, I believe. You know why Joe Burrow leads the league in interceptions? Not because he makes bad decisions. It's because he doesn't have the arm talent to put the ball where it needs to be. And that's why he gets picked off a lot. His arm isn't good enough, and the windows close, and DBs close in on him, and that's why he gets picked off a lot. Now, a lot of his interceptions have come from receivers fucking up, this and that, but it doesn't matter. His arm, that's why he's going to throw a lot of interceptions in this league, because he doesn't have the arm talent to put the ball in tight windows. From the head up, from the neck up, Burrow's a good quarterback. There's no doubt. He's got a nice head on him from the neck up. But from the waist to the shoulders, his arm's terrible. It's terrible. I mean, I was watching him play against Cleveland, and my buddy was at the game. He said there was no wind there, and his ball was just fluttering. It's like one of them days where he either has it or he doesn't. Even when he has it, it doesn't matter. His arm ain't good enough to compete at this level in the league. Now, I'm not saying he's going to be a bad quarterback, but he'll never be elite because of that arm strength. You don't need great arm strength, but you need to be able to put the ball out of harm's way, and he doesn't do that enough. And I will say this for the Bengals. They got the best offense in the league right now, talent-wise. Good running back, great receivers, good quarterback. They should be scoring a lot more points. Now, their offensive line isn't that good at all, but they should have a lot more. But they should have scored more than 15 points against Denver. Now, I do realize going to Denver is a hard place to play because of the atmosphere or whatever, but they should have scored more than 15 points. Now, I do have confidence if we play them the last game of the season for the divisional win. I have confidence in that because we got Cincinnati's number. For some reason or another, we have their number. The last time we lost them was when I had sick that one day, 2019. But we will win the division. We're going to win the Super Bowl. And here's the thing. People think Stefanski's God. It has nothing to do with him. It has to do with the talent on that roster. Because this team should have been better than 10-7 this year. Should have been, and it would have been if I was the head coach. And I will lay this out to you, Jimmy Haslam. I guarantee you, if you hire me, if you get rid of Stefanski, I will coach for $100,000. That's it. And you can sign me a one-year deal. I guarantee you, I'll keep the same staff, and I will coach. Van Pelt will be my play caller. Everything will be the same. And you'll only have to pay me $100,000. And I will, believe me, everything will take care of itself. I'm not going to be one of them egotistical guys who will call this play. No, I will tell Alex Van Pelt, be aggressive. I don't feel like punting. I want to score. And we'll probably go for it on fourth down a lot, depending on the down and distance. But I'm an aggressive coach, and I know how to win football games. And you got to keep your gas down and put pressure on teams. The way you beat teams is you got to keep pressure on them, especially with quarterbacks. You got to put pressure on quarterbacks. You ever notice our teams, when we get the most turnovers is when we put pressure on quarterbacks? When you play relaxed, like the last play against the Raiders, we played relaxed, and look what happened. By the way, Pureford, the only mistake he made, he should have called a timeout at the end of the game to give his defense some rest because they were gassed. And that's what happens when your offense is running a high school system that can't sustain drives. But the Browns will win the Super Bowl. We're going to win the Super Bowl this year. We're getting in, and we're winning the Super Bowl. We're going to beat the Packers bad, 35-13. I'm telling you, we're going to beat them. And that's everything else. Pittsburgh's an easy game, and the Cincinnati will be an easy game. Trust me. Pittsburgh's horrible. Cincinnati's 3-4 the last 7 games. We're 4-6 the last 10 games, so we're both about even right now. However, we have a defense they don't. I'm climbing a ladder right now. You know what? To Alliance Stadium, wherever the fuck the Super Bowl is, but I will be there along with my Cleveland Browns.